Hello everyone. In order to continue our series Indian English author and their works, we will move to our writer number 3 of the series, Rabindranath Tagore. So he was a great poet, a great writer and a philosopher and an artist also, and he was a Nobel Prize winner, and he was famous for writing our national anthem Jan Gan Man, and he is also very famous for writing a collection of spiritual poems named Gitanjali. So let's read about Rabindranath Tagore. So let's start to read about Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was also called Bard of Bengal. He contributed a lot to Bengali literature and belongs to Kolkata, which is situated in West Bengal. So, and Bard means a great poet. A great poet. So he is called Bard of Bengal also, and he is also called a voice of spiritual humanism. That means he writes a combination of spirituality and humanism, which you can clearly see in his writings, and especially in Gitanjali. So that's why he is also called voice of spiritual humanism. His birth date is 7 May 1861 in Kolkata, and his death, he died on 7th August 1941 in Kolkata. So let's talk about his writing styles. So his writing styles include musical and lyrical language. He always write his poems so that we can sing. It is like a song, we can sing that. So next is focus on nature, spirituality and human emotions. So he always focus about nature, spirituality, and human emotions in his writings, and we can see this in his great work Gitanjali. Next is rich in imagery and symbolism. You can know about imagery when readers have an image about the writings of the writer. So that's called imagery. So he is very good in using imagery and symbolism. Next is simple yet deep and philosophical. So his language is very simple but deep and but philosophical. So Rabindranath Tagore played a great role in shaping Indian literature and culture. So let's talk about his major works. So number one is Gitanjali, written in 1910, a collection of spiritual poems. As I say again and again, this is very important work. This is very important work. His date of birth is his date of writing is also important, and we know about it that it is a collection of spiritual poems. This is commonly asked in examination. Next is Gora, a novel about identity, religion, and nationalism. Third is The Home and the World, to focus on patriotism and personal conflicts. Next is Kabuli Bala, emotional story of a bond between a man and a child. And last but not the least, national anthem of our India, Jana Gan Man. So let's talk about themes of Rabindranath Tagore. So he writes the theme on nature and beauty. His themes included spirituality and God, and we can see in his writing humanism and universal brotherhood. So he is spreading peace in India by his literature, and he also writes about love and emotion and freedom and nationalism. So these are the themes, very important point, oftenly asked in examination. What are the themes of Rabindranath Tagore? So you can learn these. And next is his contribution to literature. He is a founder of Vishwa Bharati University at Shanti Niketan. Next is he promoted Indian culture and education via literature. Next is he wrote songs. This is also called poetry. He writes his poetry as a songs and essays and novels, and he also wrote plays. So he is not write a kind of writings in literature, but he writes so many kinds of literature, just like plays, novels, essays, etc. Next is he is influenced Indian independence movements through literature. So that's all. Next we will move to his awards and achievements. So let's talk about his awards and achievement. So first he won Nobel Prize in 1913 for his work Gitanjali. Next is non-European Nobel laureate. So laureate is a designation. So laureate in 1913 for his literary contribution. Next is knighthood by the knighthood is also a designation or a post by the British in 1915 for his great contribution to literature. Next is later he renounced the knighthood in 1990 after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre as a for a protest against British cruelty. So these are important points for his awards and achievements. The years of every prize and every post or designation he got, you have to keep that in mind. So as Nobel Prize in 1913 and knighthood in 1915, again renounced knighthood in 1990 after the Jallianwala Bagh. So let's talk about his personality traits. So he is a deep thinker and a philosopher also. He is very spiritual person and carries a sensitive personality also. He is a creative genius. He creates his work that reader can easily access in their mind. So next is believer in unity and peace. He spreads peace and unity through his literature. So at the end, after studying about Rabindranath Tagore, we come to the point that he is not just a writer but carries a visionary personality also. He used his visions in his writings and spreading love, humanity, unity, brotherhood in the society and inspired people also. And that's all. That's the things we know about Rabindranath Tagore. And next, we will talk about Ruskin Bond.